Is your project even worth doing? Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of Morning Fewell. This is where I share with you my latest thoughts, observations about the world of work and business over a little bit of coffee. So let's get started. I love the caffeinated insights. Here we go. The insights today we're going to be talking about is the project value equation. How do we know whether the work we're doing is even worth it? Do you know the value proposition for the project, the product, the service, the initiative that you're working on right now? Or are you just doing work because you were told and now you're wondering why nobody else agrees to give you more budget, more people, more energy, more attention, more support? We're going to talk about that. There's really three kinds of value. Check out my marker. I've been playing with sticky notes and now I got marker all over my fingers. Shout out to Dana, who is my mentor in graphic facilitation. She said when you got marker fingers, it means you're doing work. Okay, three kinds of value. Number one, it's easy. Money. This project, this initiative, this product, this service is going to generate more revenue, more sales. Hard cost reduction. Hard cost reduction directly contributes to profitability. So for example, can you take something off my income statement costs? Can you take something off my budget? Perhaps a contractor is no longer needed because we increased productivity. Those are hard costs that go directly to profitability of an organization or operational income for a nonprofit. Now, that's not the same as mechanics. A lot of projects, a lot of initiatives are about increasing that productivity, increasing quality, increasing reliability, increasing maintainability, all those ilities that we know from business operations. Now, they don't directly contribute to revenue, sales, profitability, but they are a leading contributor to it. And so we have KPIs around these ilities, and maybe your product, your project, your initiative is intended to boost the productivity, the quality, the maintainability of a given operational or product situation. We can measure that, but you got to know what you're trying to impact. You can't just say we're doing an upgrade. Why are you doing the upgrade? Well, because it's no longer supported. So what's the impact of that? Well, it's because it's no longer maintainable and puts our organization at risk for incurring unexpected costs. That's how we get to the money from the mechanics. And then finally, the third value opportunity is around the mission. This is particularly important for government and nonprofit. Do you know why you're in business? You usually do in government and in nonprofit. And what is the mission metric you have in place? For professional associations, for example, your mission might be to support the number of professionals across the globe in a particular industry. Architects, project managers, agilists. I'm involved in trade associations related to all of those. And they have mission metrics around the number of professionals they support, about the maturity of the profession. Or if you're in an NGO on social good, what's the number of citizens or constituents that you're serving with your service? And this mission metric almost never has a direct financial correlation. Now, one of the mission metrics might be internal to an organization. HR is very committed to engagement and morale. What's the financial ROI on that? It's possible. There's a whole field of social science about quantifying the financial value of employee engagement. There's a whole science around quantifying the value of diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging. However, most professionals, most managers aren't skilled in being able to see the financial equation. It usually ends up being more of a value chain where the finances are an investment, usually into some kind of product initiative, some kind of service that can deliver regular value out to that social good NGO, out to that government service. Or even if you're a Patagonia, for example, their fundamental reason for existence is not to make profits. Their fundamental reason is to save the planet. And they're doing that through sustainable products. That's the gear in the middle. And what are the operational efficiencies and effectiveness KPIs that are going to help us achieve that mission? Well, what's interesting is that if there's a financial investment that's intended to get us to those goods, it's sometimes easy to lose sight of the bigger picture, which is starting with the mission. Amazon's original mission vision statement, was to be the best customer service organization in the world. So what does that mean? Operationally, it means make everything easier. And if we do that, then we boost sales. So one example here would be that we want to increase customer satisfaction, mission. In order to increase customer retention, that's an operational KPI. And when we increase customer retention, then we increase revenue. Now, you see that there's a daisy chain here. It's not easy to do the direct correlate. You have to do the math. Likewise, employee engagement can be HR's mission. It's their focus, their force inside an organization. And engagement is usually going to impact productivity, retention. And productivity might mean we can reduce our contractor expenditure. Employee engagement might mean that we're now going to have less turnover. Less turnover, operational metric, can mean less costs on recruitment, which I can take out of my budget if we're successful. So, a couple of thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, on the project value equation. 3 kinds of value: the money, the mechanics, and the mission. Be sure you have measures for all, and be ready to answer the question, is your product initiative, even worth doing? If you can't answer that question, why should anybody else be able to? And that's Morning Fewell. I'll see you here again next time.